Yes, sir.
Just like that.
We're back at it again
with another episode of
Wasted
Podcast.
Do-do-dum.
Yo, we are, let's, proper introductions here. First of all, if you're listening on Spotify, shout out to you. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, all that. My name is Ant, WM20s.
I go by the name of Cool Hands, WM20s. And you know how we do on the show. Goats introduce themselves, so.
I go by Andrew Leazer, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys are like naturals, like talking on this. I feel like very
yeah.
awkward. I can't, like, I'm hearing myself and it sounds very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first podcast you've done?
This is the second podcast, except
okay.
I kept the headphones off the first time for
word.
that exact same reason, just hearing myself.
Yeah. It can be kind of weird. I ain't gonna front. You know what really fucks up? When
What?
you have like a delay.
Yeah.
If there's a delay in what you hear, it will fuck up your entire speech pattern. I don't get what the fuck happens. It's like some mind control shit.
Yeah.
But, what was the first podcast you did? I don't mind talking about the podcast.
It was recently. It was Designing the Future. It was by one of my friends from college. He's basically making a platform for a lot of like artists, like fashion designers, stuff like that. Just kind of give their voice out, talk about what they're doing, and just trying to get a lot of creative people to work together.
Nice. Okay.
It was very dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you talked about?
I talked about he asked me like, basically how I started off doing like art and, college, my background, like,
Word.
my culture, and then going on forward, like how did that like affect me, like starting to do what I do now, like anime and stuff like that, a lot of my artwork.
Yeah. Yo, if y'all didn't know, this dude's one hell of an artist.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Like one of the best in Roosevelt. One of the
I
best in
appreciate
Long
that.
Island, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, I love your work.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's like the largest piece you ever done?
Bro, it was like 8 feet, I think. That was for like my thesis. And that's like when I was doing college, I was doing like fine arts, like visual arts. It was like a piece on the Parkland shooting.
Wow.
Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was a very big piece. It was very cool.
How long did that take?
I think like the entire semester. It took like,
Okay,
I think like 3-4 months. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's lit, bro.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
when it comes to like a personal like passion project, like do you like, cause like for me at least, like when it comes to like, obviously I don't paint and stuff like that. I used to draw when I was younger though. Like I used to
Facts.
remember that
Yeah.
we would pull up with the
WWE magazine and copying
Yo,
shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like no, the thing is too, like I always envied people who like could draw straight off of their mind.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was decent at like looking at something and like
Drawing from like life.
reference.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Or even like a page, like he was saying, like I would like I don't want to sound arrogant, but I thought I was pretty good to it. Like I thought like most of the stuff looked like I damn near traced it. But not really, not that good, obviously. But like for that age, I should say.
Yeah.
I was like young. But anyways, being able to like just think of something and like just put it on a canvas is
Different.
crazy.
Like that's the mind's eye at that point.
Yeah, that's like it's drawing from perspective. So like when I first started drawing, like at a young age, I started like I was watching like Power Rangers and like Godzilla and Spider-Man, stuff like that. That's how I started drawing, and I was like, okay, like I really like this stuff. I want to get on a piece of paper, and I just kept on doing it over and over again. Like it just became very consistent, and then afterwards I started getting really good at it. And then when I started showing like a talent for it, I just kept it going and going and going. It was also my outlet because I was terrible in school, but I used to act up and shit. Like,
at what age were you drawing at? Like when you first started?
I was 4.
4.
I was 4 or 5 years old. There's a lot of artists in my family. Like my mom was an artist, my dad, my uncles, and aunts. The only difference is like they stopped and I just kept going.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's the same thing in my family because my oldest brother was actually pretty good at drawing at a time.
Frawley?
No, Frody.
Frody?
Frody was pretty good.
Yeah.
Frawley was drawing for a time, but then my dad kind of convinced him
He
to
discovered
stop.
something?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I was actually, I started to get pretty okay after a while, you know what I mean? Because I remember I used to just see other people who were just better than me. I'm like, damn. But like, I always think about what happens if I didn't stop.
I think I had an ego because I didn't think anybody is better than me. Like,
Word?
back then, yeah. But then I got humbled when I went to like college. I was like, yo, these people are fucking nice.
Yeah.
I feel like that's anything in college.
Yeah, just like it's just like eye-waking. It's just like,
yeah,
I was the best in like Roosevelt maybe, but like when I got to like New York City, I was like, oh, like you're not that nigga anymore.
Yeah.
So.
That shit's like a talk about, we had like a whole conversation about like just perspective shifting and stuff. What was that like?
Going to college,
and then kind of just getting exposed to things, growing up in like a suburb versus growing up, opposed like going to school in a borough area.
It was just different. Like the borough is just so different from like the suburbs. Like I said earlier, like the suburbs is just like very like just basic. It's like non-innovative people. Just like not all of it entirely, but like most people that grow up, they just all go up by like this whole like kind of like this, like this routine.
I have a
almost.
question for that. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna put a pin in that question though.
Oh, but once I got to the city and stuff like that, like I got like introduced to a lot of people that were just like they were doing stuff like art and like photography and stuff like that, just like for years. And just going to galleries and stuff like that, learning about different artists, like from art history and stuff like I had no background. I was really good at art, but I had no background of art history. I didn't even think to look up like, somebody from like art history and just get references and stuff like that and just to grow. Like, I was just very arrogant. I thought I was the best. I wanted to be the best. And then, like I said, I went to college. I got very humbled. I was like, yo, like, I'm not shit. These people like they're producing work like that, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious because we grew up around like a really weird and interesting time because of the advent of social media.
Yeah.
We got like like Facebook, but I feel like Facebook really hit for like people that were older than us.
Yeah.
Old enough to have like a real social life and do it. Like we got it like around like Instagram. Instagram was like the one that was like ours.
That was really putting out stuff.
Think about it now. We got that in high school. Kids have that now.
Oh, the kids have just a way better advantage of like TikTok and stuff.
But do you think that the I say that to say, do you think that the suburbs is the same based off what you can see based off of your own experience too?
No, no, absolutely not. It's way different now. I was talking about from when we were growing up.
Yeah.
No, so everybody that got, how like waves of stuff used to like pass on like from like Brooklyn or Harlem to like the suburbs, like later on, like all the dances and stuff like that.
Right
now it's going so fast. It's like, okay, like if somebody if a song dropped in Brooklyn, it'd be like in fucking Long Island like the next day, and just people put it out and you'd already be put onto that. Like we had to wait like months like to get put on to like Getting Light and stuff like that. Like in like the exactly. Or like the skinny jean era, like all the colored pants and shit like that. Like that happened in Brooklyn. Everybody was looking at us like we were dumb.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Like, nah, it's funny you say that though, because I feel like kind of on that point is that like when at least me, I didn't really have friends that were. No, I didn't have friends that were from the boroughs
at all.
But I know like my cousin, she's younger than me. They have friends that are like from everywhere that like I don't know if it's because of social media or how it happened. Maybe they're just like more social than me.
Yeah.
But like, it's like like it gives us. People are just more like it's just way more intertwined now.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah.
You know what? Also, I noticed a big difference is like Nassau County compared to Suffolk County, because Suffolk County is way behind. And in Nassau County is just like we're like, all right, we're like tapping into like what the city has to offer because those people are coming from everywhere. Everybody, like there's millions of people in the city, and it's just bringing all that culture into one place, and then we get it, and then they might get it, or they might just like just stay where they're at.
Yeah. I have like a curiosity. This is kind of I will chalk this up as maybe being a high thought, right? But like, how black culture travels a certain kind of way. Do you think white culture travels the same way? I don't know.
What is white culture though?
That's the greater question. That's the greater question, I guess. Like, it's very specific the kind of waves in which passes to like black communities, at least in my memory.
Okay.
But I mean, you know what? To a certain extent, maybe it's the same, because black culture is popular culture now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What is white culture?
I'm trying to think. That was a good question.
Shit.
What I think of white culture is just salt and pepper for seasoning. That's it.
It's so broad. Like I guess
I'm not gonna shit on white culture. I guess they have some things because
like rock music and shit. Like I feel like pop punk and all that kind of shit was cool.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, all right, so I was gonna say like in middle school when people started listening to like stuff like Linkin Park and stuff like that. Like, I thought that was definitely white culture.
Yeah,
like exactly.
That's a fact.
But Linkin Park was influenced by like black culture because they also had rap in the music.
That's a fact.
But if we're talking about like Panic at the Disco or something like that, or like Fall Out Boy. Like that's like I guess like that nitty gritty like white culture,
right.
And then that was introduced to us and like or like Fireflies. Do you remember Fireflies?
Do not believe.
I feel that when that song like popped off, like I think everybody knew about that shit.
Facts.
It's so weird though because I feel like that is white culture, but I feel like it's just so broad. That was just I guess is white culture popular culture at that point then? Because it's not like all the Irish people was they had their own shit that everybody was fucking with and only Irish. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever happened.
So are we talking about like European or just American? I think American is the only like white culture kind of like just straight up American. But when you get to like Irish and stuff like that, I feel like they have like a whole different like type of vibe.
Fair. Yeah.
So I don't know. And then when people talk about black culture, you're talking about American black culture, or are you actually talking about like Nigeria? Or are you talking about like
I guess I would contextualize it in definitely an American culture.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, outside of that, you know what I mean? But that kind of ties into the whole thing of like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I wasn't really super in tap with my roots, so I feel like I wouldn't catch any changes. Haitian.
Okay, I'm Jamaican. I'm not really that in tap in my roots either.
You know what I mean? I feel like, yo, if there was some cultural shift that happened in like American Haitians, I wouldn't fucking know.
Yeah.
I feel you too.
And it kind of feels, I feel shitty about it to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why is that? All right, so I have like a lot of people that like, I'll talk to girls and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, you're Indian and Jamaican? Like, how much do you know about India or Jamaica? Do you want to go visit there? I'm just like, like, my parents are like my mother, she grew up like in a Jamaican household, and I had an abusive grandfather. So my grandmother like escaped from Jamaica with like her children to get away from my grandfather. And my mother, like, she barely brought anything up about Jamaica. As I grew up, she just became more like Americanized, and I didn't learn that much about my culture. So I grew up like not really just accing or like really like
because you don't have no context.
Exactly. I got introduced to like the food and stuff like that. Like at like Christmas party and stuff, they would like speak a little patois. They would joke around and stuff like that. That's like the little bit that I got of that, like remotely.
Yeah.
And then like I'm getting old and stuff like that, and people would just say, "Oh, would you go to Jamaica?" I'm like, no. Like the first place I would go to, I want to go to like
Japan.
Not even. Japan's like a really big one. I feel like if I went to Japan, I'd be over it like in like a couple of days. Wow, this is fire, but like I'm ready to go home. Like I want to go to like Barcelona or like London. Like I want to go like
London town. Yo, we love London.
When I think of Jamaica, I think more like resort wise. There's probably like a lot of art and like other culture and like architecture stuff like out there. But I want to visit that rather than like going out for just like a vibe.
Okay.
So,
yo, man. Like, I feel like it only makes sense to talk about TikTok.
Yeah.
Because this guy's doing pretty good on TikTok.
So are you. You're right there. I mean,
between greatness.
Like, what was your start with that?
I started off putting my artwork on there. And then, some videos I would see like some success in and other ones I wouldn't. And then, I just kept making paintings and like putting out stuff, but as like like the months go on in years, I guess I wasn't working with like the algorithm. I was inconsistent. Like sometimes I would do like funny like video skits or something like that, or like I'd put my paintings up. But I always noticed in the end, every time I was putting out those two contents, the ones that were like funny comedy things were doing better because I figured out people are like more interested in that, I guess, for me, rather than like the painting and stuff like. But like I would work on a painting for like 2 weeks. I worked on a very fire painting like for like 3 months, and I think it only had like 400 views. And then I would do like a video for like 15 seconds of like me talking about like something like arbitrary as like I don't know, like I hated in high school how like my crush would be there and I would like get fly that day, like I would get a haircut, everything, but she would be absent that day. And because people relate to that, they're like everybody related to that, like their crush wasn't there that day, like, but then they would be there like the day where like they were just bummy and they had acne and like they would actually end up talking to their crush that day. Yeah. So I think people just want to see things that's more interesting and that they can engage with rather than like art. I don't know, but other people have seen success from art. I just wasn't able to market myself on that. So
I was just wondering, like, have you like sold your art? Would you ever do like a pop up? Cause I feel you have mad pieces. By the sound of it.
So during like quarantine is where I got the most artwork done because we were stuck inside. Luckily, I had my job still, so I was working remotely. I'm still working remotely, but I was able to like just do a lot of paintings on the side, and it was just for myself, just like having like a little gallery in my room, like paintings. And then when I started producing more art, people started asking for it. So when they started doing that, I was like, all right, I made an Etsy account. I started selling them. Some people started asking for commission pieces. So I started doing commissions. And then I started doing pretty well. And there would be some periods of times where, like, it fluctuated. Like, sometimes, some months I was selling, like, 4 or 5 paintings. And other months I was, like, selling absolutely nothing. Like, right now I'm not really selling anything. But, like, I'm just, like, putting up content more, like, you know, us joking and just, like, yeah.
But I feel like now that you have that type of audience, it would be beneficial to at least market or put in every now and again that you.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
No, you have been doing.
So yeah, all right. So I did a mixture. So I would have my paintings in the background when I'm doing my comedy sketches, and then people would be like, "Yo, wait, like, did you do those?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did those." My link in bio. So I was doing that at one point. Okay. But like I said, those videos, I don't know. It's just like
I mean, content wise, I understand what you're saying, but like, what about like
Instagram might be. I'll say.
I was thinking.
Instagram. It's way harder to like sell on Instagram.
Is it really?
Oh, absolutely. Like nobody was buying anything on Instagram. Everybody has ever bought anything was mostly on TikTok. Some people on Instagram, but then mostly they knew me.
Wait, is there like we say? Oh, okay, never mind.
Like through the link, you mean?
No, just posting wise, anything. Okay, so if I post on my story on Instagram, like, you know, a painting, if I did that today, nobody would buy it. If I post it on TikTok, somebody's gonna buy it.
Like
somebody's gonna inquire about it.
To a different website or directly off of TikTok?
Just like directly off of TikTok. If I posted a video of like my painting and I'm like, hey, buy this, somebody would probably buy it.
You can accept payments straight on TikTok like that? I mean,
no, I would make them do it through like PayPal or Etsy just to be safe. So I wouldn't and that's on both our ends, just in case the painting gets lost or anything, they get refunded.
What do you have a bigger following on though?
Oh, TikTok.
See,
TikTok is 22, and then I think Instagram is like 3K. But I started getting more followers because I was on TikTok. That's how it works. Yeah. Like, oh, sorry.
Like I was just gonna say, like, I don't know. I feel like the consumer that's on Instagram. I say consumer. What the fuck? Who the fuck am I? But like the consumer on Instagram is more. I feel like they'd be more likely to buy something if it could reach them.
Right. Okay.
Because I guess the overall age group of people using Instagram is probably like, or at least the average age is higher than the one of TikTok. And IG actually has like kind of things in place in order for you to shop on it or whatever the case is.
Okay, the shops.
I don't know if anybody uses it per se.
I haven't used the shops. I haven't set that up yet.
I've never really tried it.
I'm not, actually, Alex be shopping on there sometimes.
Word?
Yeah, really?
Yeah, oh wow. Yeah.
I've like.
There's like an infrastructure there.
Yeah, it's like seamless at this point, and like I think I agree. Like people, like the fact that it's an option there. I feel like people will like. If they see it,
of course. Buy it. No, definitely.
Just growing on Instagram is the fucking problem.
But we were talking about this a little before. Is like repurposing the TikToks to the reels.
Exactly.
I feel like if you did that, your numbers will go up, and then of course more exposure, and then
it don't go up the same.
I mean, yeah, but like at least it's.
You're perfect for this. Sorry, to cut you off. Like, so I don't do reels. I've seen you do reels. Yeah. And your reels do so good that my cousin from fucking Brentwood like sent your TikTok like your reels to me, and I was like, I went to high school with that nigga. I swear to God, yeah, bro, it was hilarious.
It don't travel the same. Because
sorry, and then another girl also who lives like fucking upstate sent me your TikTok, and I was like, I went to high school with him. I had Spanish with him.
Crazy, yo.
Yeah.
But you know, TikTok is very geotagged too, so like they show it to people in New York. They're very much like that. Yeah. But
that was on your reels though. So how do you feel like you do on your reels compared to
not as good as TikTok?
That's what I'm saying.
Not as good as TikTok. That's why I say it doesn't travel the same, but it does travel.
Is reels geocentric?
Not as much.
But okay.
Not as much as TikTok is. But like, you know, I see the people who do well on Instagram. I don't know. In my mind, I just feel like they're able to do more. I could be just because it's more established in my brain or whatever. Mm-hmm. I probably haven't even seen like the entire range of what people on TikTok are able to do because I don't really be tapped in as much as I probably should as to what else is going on. I just do what the fuck I do.
I have a question. So me and Ant were talking about this. So we were talking about how like basically your whole Instagram is ran off of people that you actually know. Mm-hmm. And I bet you probably follow only like people you know on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
But most of your followers are people that you don't know. So do you think that's why you're getting more views and stuff like that? Because less likely a lot of people on like on Instagram are like watching your stuff like, oh, that's like Fraden from high school, like whatever. But a bunch of strangers like, yo, this guy's actually funny. Yeah. They don't really know you in like real life.
The thing with the TikTok is it really pushes your shit out to people you don't know a lot more than Instagram does.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, do you think it's because those are those people that you grew up with and know, and they're just like, you don't think so?
I think it's TikTok's algorithm.
No, of course.
It's like ridiculous. Like, this is, people have told me about when Instagram first started and how it was, you could just post a picture of a fucking dog and you're like 500K.
Oh, when it first started, yeah,
because it's early on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess as time progresses, as yours grows, it may be like followers may become like fucking money. And inflation. The more people get on there, the more your numbers inflate. Even though, you know what I'm saying, if you're not really going out your way.
That's why TikTok has people hooked, because it's like they'll give you all that. They'll blow your video up to like 1 million. You could do something like random, like I don't know, like exactly like your dog, like like taking a shit or something like that. And then you'll get those 1 million like likes, and you're like, yo, I need to follow up. I need to post more videos. And when you do that and you get more people to be on their website, then they reward you from that. There's like a whole reward system that's doing like very better than Instagram.
Way better from what I hear. Like Instagram is like completely shrouded in mystery.
But they've been like out for years, so I don't really think they really have to like, go out of the way to be like, all right, I need to reward people from like posting and doing all this stuff. You think so?
You got to understand what this shit really is. It's not Instagram versus TikTok. It's USA versus China. You kind of have to like, I have to make sure I respect what this motherfucker doing because he's getting a hold of my children.
Yeah, consuming the youth is.
Y'all saw that shit
controlling the future.
Controlling the future. Did y'all see the shit that what's his face posted? What's the dude? White dude who has a podcast with Charlamagne.
Oh. Andrew Schultz.
Oh, Andrew, yeah.
Did you see that video that he put up about TikTok?
I didn't. Was he wearing like a night like costume? Like he was dressed as a knight?
I don't remember.
That was the last thing I saw from him, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Like,
it's a clip where he talks about how TikTok works in China versus how TikTok works in the USA.
How does it work in China?
Apparently, motherfuckers get rewarded for doing math and shit, bro. That's what the algorithm be putting out. We just get bitches twerking, kids doing dances. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you're talking about all those people that do like on their lives, they're like doing math equations and stuff like that? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you the I guess the extent of it, but I guess the gist of it.
Have you seen people do math problems on their live, and then people go into the live and like, I think I can solve this?
No.
I've seen that before, like so many times, and there'd be like thousands of people just trying to solve like a geometry question because they think it can solve it.
But imagine like if that was the norm
here.
I think that's what TikTok in China might be like. I don't know. I've never been. But like, could you imagine that though? Y'all write this bullshit for us. Wow, y'all kind of are like priming our youth to be better people.
Maybe we're getting more memes and they're getting more like substance. So,
but they control what the fuck we see.
But you also control what you see.
It's not exactly. It's I see it to a certain extent.
So if you're saying
if I like hashtags just being completely different, the trending page is completely different.
Okay,
for them.
Yes.
Oh, the trending page. Well, the trending page is based off
your likes. Yeah,
too, bro. They wrote the algorithm. What makes you think they can't write some bullshit for us?
They could, but at that point, who would use the app? Because we're in America, and what we see on the trending is what's happening like in real life here. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see like a new snack that came out, or I don't even be on TikTok like on the trending like that.
Right.
But it's stuff or like the Grammys or Oscars, whatever the case is.
Nah,
that was different because that was just like a whole world thing.
I got something for you, right? I was reading this book. Well, I was listening to an audiobook. It's called Influence by Robert Cialdini. It's a really good listen or read. But he talks about the different principles of influence. And one of the influence principles he talks about, he uses the news as an example. He says what's focal is causal. So like we see it is because of this. If you can control what people look at, you can't control what people think, but you can control what they think about.
Right.
If you have that power, what makes you like? You don't think that China can like favor certain types of content over others?
Right.
Yeah, but so like for example, let's go with that like doing equations as that be the content, right?
I mean, I think that we're kind of like underestimating their ability to make learning interesting. Is learning that inherently uninteresting in your mind that it can't be done in a way that's, like
Right.
entertaining?
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can champion that type of content more.
Mm-hmm.
The culture of China is very different, all things considered, too.
Right.
But I don't think that's by mistake.
Nah. But that's also, I think, I don't know, but I think their upbringing as just generations.
You don't say nothing. You do what the fuck you're told. Yo, bro, I always talk about China. Let me not stop. I'm about to stop talking about China too much, but I had to say this one more thing because I don't want the motherfuckers to come at me. But like, yo, real talk. Y'all know the dude Jack Ma?
No, what's that?
Jack Ma is the dude. You know what Alibaba is?
Yeah.
Right.
That's Jack Ma.
He invented that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's a billionaire, multi-billionaire. He said something kind of like critiquing the Chinese government. Now, I just told y'all who Jack Ma is.
Yeah.
Who's Jack Ma? What do he do? Alibaba.
Yeah.
One of the most used websites in the world.
Right.
They made this motherfucker disappear.
Oh, no.
A billionaire went missing. When does that happen? And then he came back on like in good form.
He came back?
Yes.
And he told that? Like, how do they know his facts?
Bro, they had no way of tracking, bro. You're a multi-billion-dollar person. You don't think people are going to know your whereabouts?
Oh, so they did it to help him.
No, they did it to straighten that motherfucker out, bro.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
think they do that to Bezos or Musk?
Hell no, bro. It's America. At least that's what I think.
He came back correct now?
Came back correct. He ain't talking none of that shit no more. As per, you know what? I should preface it. As per Joe Rogan's podcast. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, if you have the power to do that, bro.
Yeah.
That explains kind of why they're kind of winning the war between the like. I don't know if it's a cultural war because our culture just travels so much.
Yeah.
But like, give it like another 50 years. I don't know how this shit gonna be looking.
That's wicked.
I brought it down just now. I'm sorry. I had to tell this shit out loud. I had to speak this shit out loud because this shit been on my mind incessantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all like dogs? What y'all?
I got a Chihuahua.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
You like a little dogs?
And not that I like a little dog. Like this is the only Chihuahua I've ever liked. I used to hate them little motherfuckers.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Because I feel like
My mom has a Chihuahua.
Oh,
Is it friendly?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, I like it.
Like, some of them are chill. That's what I'm saying.
They have a bad rep because like they like, at least even like I don't know, like the movies they're just so barky and
Yeah.
he's like calm.
They compensate. That's what I'm saying.
It's like she got him correct though. You know, she was like China on it. Yo.
Nah, I'm dead, bro. Could you imagine if instead of going to school 5 days a week,
6.
we went to like for 8 hours at least, we went to school every day for 4? How do you think you would feel about school?
I think I would hate it more. I think even with 4 hours a day, you wouldn't have that much to do because you'd go home and do homework like every day, unless they like divided the homework.
Or even change the structure of like what the days were like. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's actually pretty interesting.
Because if you can do that, then I think the reason why at least I hate school or like didn't enjoy school, I never really hated school. Like I did it
because you were fucking good at it.
Nah, but that's the thing. Like, what makes you like what? Who's to say that you're good at school? You know, aside from like, I guess if you're valedictorian or whatever the case is, like you're very passionate about it, but like
you excel. I mean, you excel in terms of academics.
But there's so many ways you can also like do that and still not really be actually good
successful.
At school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
What makes you good at school then? You said valedictorian. I think that makes you good at school.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that like there's a tier. Like you was an honors society kid or whatever. You're doing pretty good in school. I think you're good at school.
Maybe, I don't know, but the thing is like just the whole like aside from like homework. Okay, homework is essential because like that's what helps you actually practice what you're learning.
Yeah,
that,
it shows you actually know what you're doing.
That's the thing. I did home and like I don't know what it is. It's funny, like, with homework for me, I did that shit as soon as possible. Like, because there's people who would not do it or who would put it to the very last minute.
Yeah.
And, like, for me, it's out of sight, like, out of mind, out of sight. Like,
yeah.
whatever
Like you're OCD with it.
Yeah, like if that way, I don't want to worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
I was a worried ass nigga. I ain't gonna front, bro. I was a worried ass nigga, bro.
Oh my god! You know what we used to do? So like for Spanish, we used to just wait the next day until we get our classmates to help us with that shit.
That's being good at school. That's good at school, bro.
Exactly. But see, if you were able to do that stress free, then that's cool. But what if the off chance that kid wasn't there? That's what I would be like, yo, fuck, what if he's not here?
I think we would just fuck that.
I ain't gonna front, yo, low key, you get a lot of fuck up room in school too. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think you definitely do. But as a kid, I don't think I'd like realize that. I think I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it to the best of my ability, but like not try super hard either, though.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
I don't know. But school, I never really liked school.
I don't like school much either.
I liked college a lot more than I liked high school for sure.
Oh hell yeah.
A lot more.
Do you feel like it's because you find yourself in college, or?
I don't know. I feel like I just became more confident. I kind of always knew what I wanted and shit. You know what I mean? Just had to just get confident with letting that be known.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I guess it's more so because I realized what I was able to do. And I'm like, man, if I was able to do it in high school, boy, I might have liked it a lot more, respectfully. Just being able to just, read, learn emotional intelligence and all this shit, because that's how you get everything out of life is just negotiation, talking to people on the regular. You know what I mean? If you get to do that better, and you know what I'm saying? People is underdeveloped. If you develop quickly in high school, you're really like a god, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny that you even, like, this kind of just makes me think of, like, what you were saying about, like, the suburbs.
I'm telling you, versus the city.
Boroughs, like, you're young, you're around people you don't even go to school with. You're in your age group.
Yeah.
And you're being exposed to way more. You're already developing those skills.
Yeah. He's just learning from them, all those experiences.
Yeah,
like,
man. And it's like, maybe that's why people just correlate. You know, when you think of like New York and you think of like creatives, you don't think about Long Island.
Yeah.
Is it like because there's just like so much cross pollination between like the youths in the like the boroughs and stuff like that? Because I mean,
it could be
here, you know, like, bro,
you don't see when am I gonna go see a nigga from Freeport?
Exactly.
It's rare.
Right there.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you that too. I was like, do you think like it's because like, you know, everybody had friends in different boroughs? Like, I don't think a lot of people from Long Island was like, all right, like I'm gonna go hang out in Suffolk today or some shit like that.
You don't like, I ain't go
until you got older, maybe.
Maybe, but even still, I guess specifically for Roosevelt, there was a lot of people that you didn't want to hang out with because you don't want to be you don't want to be associated with them motherfuckers when some shit goes off. So you were kind of like, I wouldn't say you were discouraged from fucking with people from other towns, but you kind of were.
You know what's crazy? Like in my like TikTok comments the other day, like we were talking about like Long Island stuff like that, and then they were saying like Nassau versus Suffolk, you know, like, oh, like Nassau's dirty, blah blah, etc. And they were saying like, yo, like, yeah, like they brought up Roosevelt, Hempstead, and Uniondale, and then somebody was like, oh yeah, Hempstead is like cleaner than like Roosevelt or something like that, or like, you know, or like Uniondale and stuff like that. I was like, they have no idea like what Roosevelt was back in 2006 versus like 2020 or 2016. Yeah, exactly. Even 2016, it was like Roosevelt is totally a different place. Like back then, you don't really hear about shootings and robbings and like, you know, killing out here.
Granted, I'm not really tapped into the streets like that. How I kind of was in high school. You're gonna shit gonna talk. People gonna talk.
But
like,
what do they have now? Like, you know, a couple of fights here and there? Like, it's regular.
Yeah.
And then once they stop the fights, and it's like, okay, like, that's a really good place to stay because, like, not a lot of fights are going off.
Right. Yeah. Motherfuckers is little rowdy shits. Yeah. Like, no kizzy. I was getting my car serviced at Valvoline or whatever. What's it, Valvoline? Whatever place is over there on the bridge going towards Uniondale.
Valero?
Valero.
Yeah. Is it Valvoline like an
oil or something?
Yeah, it is. It's the motor oil.
Oh, it might have been them. They might have a little spot, but either way.
Okay.
These little niggas was walking in front of this shit. Had a fucking little bottle in his hand. I'm just sitting here chilling in my car because they're taking care of this shit. But I can see outside the window. Just see the little nigga throw that shit up in the air and it just drops. And the kid, like the one of the workers woke up, was like, yeah, hey, come here. The little niggas just looked at him and just kept walking. Niggas didn't run. Niggas didn't do nothing. They just walked away. And he was like, fucking villains, man.
The employee?
Yes.
Belt
Belt
villains.
villains is hilarious.
Like,
yo.
bro, that ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Goddamn, still to this day.
like
To this day.
to this day.
To this day.
Yo, I swear we're in a simulation, man.
He's been on the simulation
he
theory.
said
I
that
was telling
earlier.
him because
Yeah.
what just happened with us? Something just happened. I forgot what it was.
Mm.
But listen, I haven't heard. When was the last time you heard Belt villain besides that?
Valvoline. I don't
Belt
know.
villain.
High school.
Belt villain?
Belt
Oh.
villain.
The term Belt villain.
I've heard
It's
it
been
relatively
months. Let's say
Months,
It
yeah.
probably is years for me,
okay.
bro. I used that word like this week out of like nowhere, and then now you're saying it,
It's just the timing of it all.
bro. Like
Do you like believe in like the Mandela effect and stuff like that?
Oh, he about to throw some. He about to bring some shit down.
You know what the Mandela effect
I
is?
feel like I've gotten explained. I can't like off the top.
All right,
What
so
is it?
basically it's like when a whole group of people remember something, but it actually didn't happen. So like they were saying like okay.
Yo, Tristan, you got Tristan. All
So
serious,
something like Pokemon, they were saying that Pikachu had like a brown stripe on his tail or some shit like that, and then they were looking at pictures like back in the day, and they're like, "Yo, I could have swore there was a brown like stripe on his tail," and then you put up all the pictures from the original Pikachu to 2020. There's no stripe on his tail. Or like the Fruit of the Loom, like you could swear like there was like I don't know what it's called, but it's like that kind of like that basket, like a brown basket behind the Fruit of the Loom like logo. There's no fucking basket there.
So wait a second. Are you telling me I didn't say Belt villain earlier this week? Or something like that? That just didn't happen.
That didn't happen.
Yo.
That was a glitch in the simulation, bro. Yeah, I sort of believe in simulation, like ish shit. I don't know, like I feel like I'm at a point in my life where like if something just makes enough sense, it's like, all right, there's something here.
Yeah, usually I try to think in like every day like logically. You know what
Logically.
I'm saying?
Right.
Just think logically, but like, yo, after like I was in college and they were what's that book and they made it into a movie and it was
Ready Player One.
Yo.
Oh,
The
yeah.
fact that they just like went, it's a dystopia. Them just chilling. Well, I don't know if I don't remember if there was an upper class who were like, you know, they had good shit, or whatever. But at least the main character, he was in the slums or whatever it was. But yeah, he had a life to live in this simulation where he was like cooling and stuff like that. Like, but thought that it was like,
It was the real shit.
yo, like,
That's the fucking Matrix,
yeah,
man.
Matrix, all that. What's that anime that the Matrix, the movie?
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, Ghost in the
the
Shell is
OG,
hard, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you seen that shit?
Yeah, when I was in college, that shit, the inspo to that, yo. But that's what I'm saying. Like, especially if we look at VR now too,
Yeah.
compared to when we were playing the little tennis shit. What's that? What N64? We in the
Fucking the Dreamcast.
the Dreamcast,
Dreamcast,
yo,
yeah.
and just that range of years, the amount of graphics.
Just like
changes.
chains, of course.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's got to be a way to where like this could be like, you know what I'm saying?
Or at least like give you the, I don't know, man.
Isn't Elon Musk like working on something like that right now? Like you could like actually feel like your prosthetic leg. You could like or
word?
something like that. Like you could feel all like the nerve endings and stuff like that. You're attaching like some type of chip to like your body
See the
to
chip.
feel.
That's wicked. Yo,
Chips. I don't fuck with them shits.
I think I saw. I don't know if I'm tripping. If it was like an ad or something like that, but basically, it was like some Black Mirror shit where like you can take pictures with your eyes,
Oh my gosh.
and save memories and stuff like that.
Nah, see that shit is wicked, bro. Because like, what do you think it is, right? Like hundreds of years, or maybe like 100 years of this being said. Yo, this is gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
1984 with Big Brother, Neo in the Matrix, and all these different pieces of literature of the past 100 years, right? What the fuck? I lost the thought.
Yo, that's that simulation.
Yeah, they don't.
They erased your
Yeah.
fucking brain.
Fuck.
They said clear cache.
Oh no. Okay, that's all right. This is what I was going to. Right? Do you think that we're doing that because of the fact that people said it was gonna happen, or were they actually right about predicting his future?
Hold on. Sorry, real quick. Has anybody been watching Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
So you know how Eren is like changing like people's like their past by like speaking to them?
Yes.
Wait, what the fuck?
Do you think that's happening with our minds right now?
Holy shit! That kind of sounds interesting. I stopped watching that shit. I gotta.
You gotta keep watching it, bro.
Alright.
Yeah.
Shit.
So basically, the main character.
Don't tell me in detail now, though.
Oh no.
Okay.
All right, never mind. Never
Yeah, I'm
mind.
like,
All
I'm
right,
kind
all
of
right.
that shit got it. I didn't know it went there. I
But
just
nah,
see it was
that's up to the last season though.
Yeah.
How many are there? I forgot.
Well, they have like they
This
fucking
is part
bullshitted,
two.
bro.
Yeah,
This
but
is part 2 of like
the-
season 4, and now they're like doing one more. Like I think either a movie or they're doing a whole like season.
What? I heard
bro.
that the last one just came out last week.
No, they geeked it. They were like, all right, like
I
psych.
don't mind.
You want to wait another fucking year?
I don't want to wait, but I'm glad there's more coming. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I want
Yeah.
that shit to be over, bro. It's been
Yeah.
out since like 2011.
Yo, bro,
Yeah,
I fell off of this shit because of the time it took between the first
Yeah,
and second
exactly,
season.
It
yeah,
was, right? The
yeah.
first and second gap was big.
It was like 3-4 years, right?
Yeah.
That's before I kind of learned that that's a real thing in anime. That really happens.
But they're doing this on purpose. So what I heard is that it's because they want people to buy more of like the manga because nobody's gonna be patient enough to wait for it. So like, all right, if
Yeah.
we can, because right now they're like the #1 fucking show like for anime.
Really?
I think, or like at least
Up
top
there.
10, at least
five.
top 5 definitely.
Yeah.
And then I think they were also rated like the top 3rd like TV series out of all TV series, not even just
Wow.
anime.
Wow. Like on IMDb or something.
Exactly.
Like that? Nice.
So what they're doing is that they're prolonging the ending of the show, so people can be like, "Yo, I gotta know what happens in the
yeah.
fucking end." So all right, we're gonna wait till 2023. Fucking, you're gonna go fucking buy the manga, or you're gonna go like go online and read about it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to get somebody that's actually reading the manga to
Manga.
talk about that shit. So
Yes.
regardless, it works out in their favor. That shit's insane. They're smart the way
they
they're
probably
marketing
making
it.
more money over the manga than they would over the anime, if anything,
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Damn.
Well, how much? Because are they exclusively on Crunchyroll or
No, they're on Funimation, Crunchyroll. I think they're on other websites too. Those are
and
the
a few
main
other
ones.
If you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
You're not
like
going to
the-
talk. Yeah. Just you ad blocker. That's what you need.
Word. That's a fact.
Yo, man. I just had this weird ass ad today. I fucking hate ads.
Oh, on your story, the close friends thing.
No.
Oh, that one was weird.
Which one? Oh, the comment?
It was like a wolf and a girl.
Oh, yeah, that one. It was weird. It was a fucking, like, furry. You know what a furry is?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that type of thing.
What is a furry?
It's like a person that dresses up like an animal.
People who are attracted to, like, kind of like humanoid animals. Like, on some anime shit. It's weird.
What's it called? Beastars? There was an anime like
That
that.
type of shit.
I stopped watching. This fucking weird.
Weird, bro. But it was like a audio book for something like that. Granted,
Oh yeah,
the
it's
thing-
like a 50 Shades, but in a weirder way.
in a
Oh,
much
yeah.
weirder way. I'm like, this is what you could get advertising for on YouTube?
I didn't get that shit on YouTube.
Yes, bro.
It's crazy.
Granted, I'm gonna keep it a stain. I was looking up something that was kind of out of pocket. I was looking up something that was
On
out
YouTube?
Yes.
Bro.
In order for me to make a video, I needed to get some footage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It leads me to the
Yeah.
deepest, darkest depths. But I was on my not usual account because I have YouTube Premium, no plug, they don't pay me. But I hate ads, and I don't want to have
You're
to do it
gonna
on my
skip them,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was on a different account that's not registered to it, and bro,
Yeah.
this is madness, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck else do they be having on these ads, bro?
I don't know. I haven't gotten anything that weird on YouTube.
Shit, maybe it's just me.
Like if I look up something about the UFC, that's something UFC would pop up. Or if I look up something at the gym, something the gym's gonna
Yeah,
pop
like
up.
fitness related,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
I guess it was just
So
shocking.
you were looking up bestiality. Fucking bestiality came up.
It was a fucking it was like the anime that the one I think you sent this shit to me today. The one with the fucking with the laptop.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that was addicted to porn.
No.
Do I explain or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, this kid and his roommates, they do like rollerblading, and there's a cat in there that's like a ghost, and he has a ghost. Like the kid can also do a ghost form. So the cat and the kid were in a ghost form, and he was explaining some shit to him on the computer, and so he had to bring the computer up. When he opened it, the cat was watching cat porn.
Yo, bro. He just closed it mad quick like nothing happened, and the nigga was like, "Hey," you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Yo, this shit is ridiculous." So maybe I understand why I got that ad, but damn, like
Yeah.
that's a market though.
Yeah.
That's-
People are into a lot of this. Yeah, I mean that's weird to think about actually, but it's just, with the amount of people, it's like people got to be into weird things.
Yeah.
The internet, you open up that door for everybody to find the other people that are like that.
You know what I hate on Instagram now?
Cool.
Like how it used to be just your friend page, like your regular page is just people that post that you follow, and now it's like sponsored stuff and ads with people.
Hey, like, yo, do you want to follow them?
That's what I'm saying.
like,
This is fucking, yo.
I
like
clearly
the
did
ads
it.
and sponsors was one thing, but then they started adding that too. They're
Like
not
recommended.
Even, they're not even,
Recommended.
like ads. They're just straight up posts.
Yeah.
That's weird because if I wanted to follow them, I would have done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
basically leaking what's on the Explorer onto your
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you have a whole Explorer page for that, so why is it going? I guess there's double fucking
Because
promotion at that
sometimes
point.
I don't mind it. Sometimes it'll be like cool. Like I might like a lot of those scrolling things will be like like film photography and stuff like that, which is like, all right, that's cool.
I think they do that with tattooing with me, like when I see tattoos and shit like that. I'm like, all right, like fuck it, it's fire.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
You know, it's not like crazy, but it's like you have a whole section for that.
Exactly.
The Explore page, I feel like, yo, it's so weird to get that shit the way that you like it now, because it's this weird thing where we're all aware of the algorithm. We're all aware of how the algorithm works to a certain degree. So we all do things to try to shift it. But it's like, yo, this shit shows you the weirdest things you don't even have an interest in at first, and you click it, and it's like, yo, this is a curiosity. Like, what
It's
the fuck?
just and then boom.
You get 3 more of them. I'm like,
Yo, that happened.
Building up.
That happened with me with like the Zodiac stuff. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Because I'm not like crazy into it, but like if I see something because that says like Scorpio, be like or whatever, I'm like, all right, let me read it.
Crazy thing is,
This might be funny. I just think it's funny sometimes. But then boom, now I'll have like, if this is the feed and then there's like what, like I don't know, let's say 20 boxes in there, like fucking like 30% of them will be Zodiac shit related.
the weird part is you don't even have to like it.
You
could
don't.
You just look at it.
Look at it. Hell of them pops up.
Yeah.
It's just
crazy.
crazy, bro. Like they got like the system down to this much of a T. That's why I like, as weird as it is, or it's kind of like maybe like I guess manipulative as it is. I feel like as creators, it's so important for people to learn how these things work.
Yeah.
Right.
Once you learn how they work, then you can optimize what you do in order to kind of, take advantage of what's there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Nah, it's a fact. Yo, one thing that I was wondering too, like, cause we were talking about like the painting and drawing earlier, is like, cause it's funny, we actually having a podcast next week with someone who was a painter.
Really?
Now a tattoo artist, you got mad tattoos.
Oh shit, yeah.
You
yeah.
ever like?
I have. So with tattooing, it's very difficult. It's like, so I'm more of a fine artist. So like I'm more painterly. I'm very loose when I do stuff. Like I mess up a lot, and I'm able to like go over it. With tattooing, you have to be very technical with it.
Yeah.
You're in the same place for fucking hours. At least for painting, I could just kind of stretch out. I could like zoom like backwards. Tattooing, you have to stay right there on that person.
Yeah.
You know, obviously you can't fuck up. There's no room for mistakes, and you have to draw every fucking day. Every fucking day you have to draw.
Damn.
Like I could fucking go 2 months without painting, and I could just fucking jump on some shit.
Mm.
Like it's very difficult tattooing.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've tempted it. I like during quarantine, I brought
Yeah.
like some shit from Amazon. I was working on
Yeah.
fake skin for a little while.
Word.
But,
I heard like
it was
banana
for me.
peels or orange peels. Or
Yeah, like exactly that shit. But
Yeah.
like I don't know. I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to like my paintings. Like I can't afford to like fuck up somebody's skin for life.
Word.
Yeah.
Nah, that
proof.
like just. I feel like I wish I could tattoo just because like I like tattoos too. Like I feel like it looks there's like it's art too. You
It's
know what I'm
sick,
saying?
yeah.
And it's like expression, all that type of stuff. When did you get your first tattoo?
I was like 22. I got 2 of them. I
Same.
had this little fucking Pinterest tattoo. I hate this shit so much, bro. Well, it was okay for the time because, like,
Yeah.
you know, and like I love Michelangelo. Like I like a fine arts
Yeah.
background, so that's why I got it.
Cool.
And then I got my mom's birthday,
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
word.
that one looks cold. I
Yeah.
like that shit.
Yeah.
and then I was getting like little like Friday the 13th flash shit here and there afterwards.
Word. Yeah.
Yeah, and then people were just kind of like teasing me about, oh, you got like little stickers on you and shit like that. And then I got what's called a blowout in tattoo. It's when they go, so there's 3 parts of your skin. There's the dermis, the epidermis, and then there's a hypodermis. So what you want to get is the, it's epidermis, dermis, I think, hypodermis. So you want to hit like the middle part of the skin. And if you go in too deep, then that's when the ink starts to spread. So I got a Friday the 13th tattoo, and it was like a fine line drawing, and like the ink like spread, and I get a cover up over it. And so I had one big tattoo right here, and then I had fucking little tattoos, and I just had to match them. I was like, all right, fuck it, like I'm gonna get more, try to even out my arm, and I just became addicted after that.
Yo.
Yeah.
Shit. What kind of tattoos would you recommend to somebody, both of y'all, if you don't want a whole sleeve?
What do you mean you don't want I love American traditional or like Japanese. American traditional is fucking clean, bro. Like this is American traditional, just the line work and then just regular flat shading.
Okay.
Like it's just very fucking clean, and also it lasts a very long time. Like this is gonna fade over time because it's fine line. Fine line is like very new. American traditional is like I'd be fucking 16. You could still read what you could see what this is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like all the bikers that are
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And like it's a little muddled and stuff like that, but you could still see it from across the room. You can make it out exactly.
What about placement?
Placement. I don't know. Like
the neck. Would you ever recommend anybody who doesn't want a whole bunch of tattoos to get a neck tattoo?
I mean, I did. I got my fucking head tattoo, bro.
But that wasn't your first. Oh. Yeah.
Wait.
I remember when I saw that at the gym. I was like, yo.
Shit.
I got the back of my head tattooed. I got
That's hard.
I think I got everywhere tattooed. Like my fucking chest, my back, neck. Honestly, so learning about tattooing in the culture, I wouldn't get a neck tattoo unless you have a couple of tattoos beforehand, your arm you start off on, maybe some shoulders, and then maybe neck tattoo. I wouldn't go off rip, just get a neck tattoo.
Yeah.
But if people want to, then fuck it, it's your life. The neck hurts really bad.
I bet.
It hurt, bro. It's very tender, right here.
Yeah.
Unless it's a small thing, if you want to get writing or some shit.
Okay.
It depends how big it is too.
What about the pause? The fucking the head tattoo. Did that shit hurt?
Bro, it's my fucking head. So, all right. So I'm gonna tell you this. So, when it gets closer to the top of your head, this is the most sensitive part, and I felt it fucking ringing, bro. I was I was shaking on the fucking tattoo bed for 10 seconds trying to let him get it done.
Yeah.
It hurt really fucking bad.
I bet.
It was unbearable.
Yo, you just scared the shit out of me.
Why? You're gonna get the
I don't. It's the idea, yo. Of a.
Do you have
that.
any?
No, bro.
It doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, after you painted such a beautiful picture in the last one, you feel me?
It's my fucking head. That's why.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I guess the rest of your body doesn't hurt as much.
It depends what part. If you
I
get
hear the ribs hurt. That shit sounds painful.
I'm not ribs, bro. That shit hurt.
Nah, that shit is bone right. Well, I mean everywhere, but yeah, that's sensitive too, yo. Even just my
rib, my back, your chest fucking hurts.
Oh, the chest for real?
Chest is bad, bro. That shit hurt really bad.
Damn.
So the arm would probably be the least painful.
Yeah, you get it right here on your forearm. The less hurts, or right here. That's why people Also, it's because people want to see their tattoo when they first get it. They want to show it off. They don't look at it. So everybody gets their forearm. But there's probably other sensitive places I don't know, shoulder maybe.
Yeah.
Fucking
joints, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
You ever gonna get knee tattoos or not?
Shit hurts, bro. I got my elbow tattooed. I can imagine the fucking knees.
The knees probably.
I feel like the elbow is smaller though, right? Because I feel like it would hurt more there.
Yo, you think so?
Yeah.
It's not about it being. It's just bone.
Yeah.
It rings, it vibrates off your bone.
I mean, my knee, the dude that I went to, I was actually surprised. It didn't hurt as what I expected to. Granted though, I've gone to him before, then none of his stuff really hurt that much. So that's why I really rock with him. But I'm gonna get another one, and I'm a little nervous for that one because I've never been. You know what I'm saying? So it's
to get your knee.
No, to the artist. I have this knee, but I don't have. I want to.
Oh shit! I didn't peep that.
Yeah.
How bad did it hurt? Scale of 1 to 10.
I expected a 10. Obviously, I would say a 7.5, 8ish.
Not bad. Okay.
Certain times though. Majority of it though, it was cruising.
You ever get your tattoo at one point and just you become so numb it stops hurting after a while? When I first got my hand done, bro, I was fucking shaking and I think when you got an hour in, I was I didn't even feel my hand anymore. That's how bad it hurt. Yeah.
But I feel your hand is probably more susceptible to that though. Cause so many nerves.
Nerves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little ass bones.
For me, I only have I want to get both my legs sleeved.
Yeah.
So I feel if anywhere these are less, I mean I feel them, but I
doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
No.
At least not yet. It's my first one ever. It was terrible, but it's because the guy was just a bad artist. That's
fair.
neither here nor there.
How do you get recommended to or what is the process of vetting a tattoo artist?
You just go to a shop. You see honestly, this is why I say you could either just go in, walk in, just take a leap of faith, or you could say, okay, like you have a couple of artists, I want to go in their section if they're not, if they're available, and I want to see their artwork on the wall, and that's how you could judge.
Did you ever get like a recommendation from somebody else, or
yeah,
not?
I've gotten Rex before.
Okay.
But I stick with like the same artist for like most of like my big invisible pieces because I only trust him really, and everybody else, it's like whatever.
I respect that.
Yeah. It's kind of like your barber.
Like, shit, I had to
cheat on your barber, you're gonna find out.
Yo, nah, I just cheated on my barber. Bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. You know what I mean?
He's on vacation or he just couldn't wait?
Nah, he don't be moving the way he should. When they get used to you, they start getting kind of like, nah, fuck out of here. I'll leave, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about that time, man.
Yeah, about that time. Oh man, it's been so long. I already.
You forgot?
I forgot that was a part of it.
Yeah. So you want to start it off?
Oh yeah. So shout out to Drink Chance first of all. They started this thing where they give flowers. Usually it's to like the guests or whatnot, but like
before we even do that though.
Oh word. Damn. So what would we? Because there's so many ways we could go with Andrew, like artist, content creator.
I mean, I guess just anybody who you think would be like you in high school.
Yeah, if you had like a piece of advice to somebody who's like wants to kind of go in that direction of what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Do not listen to people in high school, okay? Like just fucking a lot of people will fucking peak and they think that, your success is their failure. So just whatever you're interested in, just keep on like being consistent and persistent in like what you're doing. And it'll all come into fruition, like,
So basically don't listen to
the hype. Just follow if you think something is genuinely like interesting and cool, like just keep on pursuing that. And not everybody has the same interest, and just because somebody like dislikes what you like, it doesn't mean like what you like isn't
wrong.
It's wrong. Not cool, all that like invalidation. So it's like
that's solid.
Not solid, right?
Yeah, I mean, especially at that age, like
especially where we're at.
Yeah. Very like you get influenced easily.
Yeah, by your current environment. Like, I definitely know what it's like to just be at Roosevelt and just kind of be like,
oh, this isn't cool.
Now, like who, like not who are my people, because I know like my people, like the people I grew up with, the people I hang out with. But I guess the people who have like minds. Yeah, that's not going around in plenty. Where at least when we were coming up.
It's like it's hard to find that too.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I didn't grow up like I wasn't cool in high school really. So,
shit, neither
like,
was I.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then later on, like a lot of people just started seeing how like I really am and started like oh, like this guy actually has something going on.
Yeah. Sometimes people need time to like kind of contextualize others too.
Yeah, no, of course. But then there's other people that are just straight up assholes, and it's like all right, like you fucking peaked and I didn't.
Yeah. Someone's ego got hurt. You know who you are now. Shit. All right. So now that we did that.
Yeah. So basically, we just give flowers to anything that is on your mind. It could be a person. It could not be a person. It could be a thing. It could be pretty much whatever that you just want to give some flowers out to at this very moment. So with that,
that's crazy.
Go down the line here this way.
I want to give my flowers to China because I love you guys so much. I respect you guys and everything you do.
Clean up real quick.
Shout out to China.
There you go. I wasn't prepared. I'm never prepared for these. It's just so on the spot too.
Yeah.
Even though I need a list. I said that last time. I think I need a list and just like do it. All right.
Just whenever they come to mind, you just.
Yeah, facts. But let me think. What I like, some real shit like recently. Let's say this week, something that influenced me, touched me. I don't know. Yo, man, shout out to actually, matter of fact, if you actually still watching, shout out to the subscribers that actually like been showing love. Shout out to the people in the chat. Shout out to the live people streams
in the chat, in the Discord.
The Discord. Those are real. That's real people right there.
Those are people right there. Facts. They are. You know what I mean? You find your tribe. Like that's our tribe.
This is like the first podcast that we had where we actually have like the community growing and stuff like that. Like last one, it was like building up.
Yeah.
But, like, people are active there. Like it's like with each other, with us. Like it's lit.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So shout out to y'all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna give my flowers to you guys. Shout out to this channel. You guys it's just so natural talking to you guys. Like you guys didn't have any like like agenda of what we're talking about. It's just been free flowing and talking, and it's very easy-going.
Yeah.
Like I like this vibe a lot.
I appreciate that, bro.
Now you're very easy-going too, though. Like
Thank
just
you.
the vibe.
Calm
yeah,
vibes.
man, if there was some substances in the air, this shit would have just been
Dead.
Yo, this shit would have train wrecks like came back for more songs and shit.
Nah, that's a lot, man. But
Of course.
nah, definitely was a pleasure just chatting it
Of
up.
course.
Bro. Thank you for being on the podcast.
No, thank you for telling me to fucking come here in the first place.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
yeah.
I saw him doing his thing at the gym. And everything.
It was him and Daniel. I haven't seen Daniel since high school. They used to whip my ass in Smash Brothers, bro.
Yo,
That dude is
I
fucking
think he
nice.
just recently linked up with Sammy and them because they're in like a Naruto chat, and somehow Smash got brought up, and Daniel talking and shit.
Yeah, he could back it up though.
I think he won.
He's fucking good.
Daniel is probably.
But I've seen Sammy play too. I thought Sammy was pretty good.
I go for it. Daniel is the only person I've never beat.
Oh, word.
I
Okay.
beat everybody else, to my knowledge at least. From
Yeah.
from what I can tell, I beat everybody at least once in some form or fashion. Never beat Daniel. I played him once. No, played him twice.
What do you use, Jigglypuff?
No, he used Ridley and destroyed me.
Oh, fuck him.
Like-
He dragged you off the fucking
Yeah.
stage and threw you down.
Facts,
Very cheap.
bro. Nah, but I don't think he could beat me with Ridley no more.
Uh,
Somebody else.
Wait, who's your
probably.
main?
That we will say on the next episode. Nah.
Oh, who's your main?
I don't even play like that, yo. I've only
Nah, he
played
knows
with
well,
him,
who
bro.
would you play
Nah,
with
he
then?
know his babe, bro.
What's his name? The robot dude, yo.
Rob?
Yeah, Rob.
Nah, bro.
Uh-oh.
I've seen this nigga beat like really good people. with
Really?
Rob. Yeah. He was saying it's luck or whatever.
It's all a sham, bro.
Yo, bro, he's been claiming, I just beginner's luck for like the last 2 years. I'm like, all right, Anthony, you can just admit that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I be smashing buttons, literally. Like that's Smash Bros for me. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Now we gotta play at some point.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
somebody
saying?
gotta knock Daniel off his high horse for real.
Shit, Daniel, we coming for you, man.
No
You gotta do
facts.
that. You
Nah,
gotta
he's
come for
fucking
you.
good, bro.
You already know how that goes.
Oh, you gonna do it?
Huh? I don't think I could beat him, bro.
Oh, damn. Someone's out there gotta beat him for real.
Someone will on the next episode of Wasted Podcast. Dun 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 dun. Y'all recognize that?
Yeah, Z.
There you go. All right.
You like Z or Super better? Wait,
Super's
what was
a
your
better show.
favorite saga in Z? How about that?
Cell Saga.
Yeah, everybody's gonna say Cell Saga.
Cell Saga was the best one.
Yeah.
Bro. You can't even match that. Like, it was just so. It was nice to see someone else save the day. That's really what it is. I think that's why that's so many people's favorite, because it's the only one.
You know what's crazy though? The reason why like they brought Goku back is because all the fans were writing in the mail and stuff like that. It's the same thing with the whole Spider-Man thing, like all that fan service shit. Like people were just like, no, we don't want Goku to die. Fuck Gohan, boring ass. Like bring Goku back.
What?
Because Goku was supposed to stay dead, and then he was supposed to carry on. That's why they fucking nerfed him to being a nerd and being, you know, like studious. They that's what they did, and he had a kid and everything, and like
Yeah, they did though. Yeah, that's a fact.
and now they're trying to bring him back in this new movie. So he like, okay, we rebranding Gohan. We're gonna build him up again, make him a cool character, and same thing with Piccolo and shit like that. Which is alright, but like, how long is that gonna last until like, all right, Goku is gonna be a fucking angel and Vegeta's gonna be a destroyer?
Even the thing like, but even right before, like in that movie that they dropped, I think the one with Frieza.
Broly,
No. I didn't see
Resurrection
that one.
F?
Resurrection F, bro. He's piecing him out the whole shit. Hey, Goku really just violates for no reason besides the fact that Akira Toriyama just wanted him to kill Frieza.
yeah, I know. I don't know why they did that shit.
This troll. You got to be trolling at that point.
I don't know. I think because they were trying to teach a point that Goku's very arrogant, and then like he like, what's the word? He lets people like I don't know. He's fucking arrogant. And
He is
What
arrogant.
was Vegeta's thing? I think Vegeta was like prideful. Yeah.
I heard that like, since I'm assuming we all watched like the dub growing up, in the sub of Z, Goku is kind of like a goofy savage. He just wants to fight.
Oh, he's a Goofy Savage and Dub too.
Not
You
as
think
much
so?
though. I heard he be like he's more so on some shit where like I'm just trying to protect the good of the people.
Oh, okay,
He's like,
yeah.
and I heard in like the sub, he's like, I just want to fight.
Yeah, all right, maybe like in Dragon Ball Super, it's more like, yo, I'm trying to fight you because you're strong.
Okay,
I don't know. Or,
because that is the literal purpose. They went to a different planet in order
to go fight people,
Yeah,
to prove that he's the best.
Shit, how do you feel about GT?
I love GT. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. GT was dope. I like I said, people didn't like how they nerfed everybody, and like, but I like the whole idea of like them like traveling to like space and shit like that, and like collecting like the Dark Star balls.
So it led up to like the precursor of Super to a certain extent.
Yeah, like Z, like especially when it got to like Shenron, like that shit was fire, bro. Super Saiyan 4, that shit is dope. And then they just not canon.
Yeah,
Just cut it off, and I was like I thought this was really cool.
that Dragon Ball Heroes thing doesn't kind of mix the canon.
They
together.
do. They're like that's like the fan service. It's like all right, like you could see like Super Saiyan 4, then like the gods battle each other, Super Saiyan Blue. So
Did you get to see that fight?
which one?
The one where Super Saiyan Blue battled Super Saiyan 4.
Who won Super Saiyan Blue, or like it was a tie or some shit?
I don't know. I want to. That's why I'm curious to see who
It was
won.
probably like a fucking tie or something.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Shit, who do you think is stronger, Vegito or Gogeta?
Vegito.
I fucks with you.
Vegito would fucking spank Gogeta, bro.
I fucks with you. That's my boy right here.
Like-
Nah, that's a fact, dog. Like, I don't know. I just thought that the way that they implemented him in the show was just so trash. Because it's like, yo, this dude is like, for a time, he was considered the most powerful person in Z.
Yeah.
It was like kind of understood that this nigga is the most powerful. But he didn't even like complete the job, or he didn't.
Yeah, I
get
know
the
exactly. He
Like, come
fucking
on.
like defused right, like in between.
Like
Yeah.
you did it just to show people it's a thing, and they're like, all right, that's enough.
They like prolonged that whole shit too.
I mean, that's the story of Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yeah, just prolonging it. Same thing with fucking Attack on Titan. You can stop.
That's his speed.
Except at least the only thing that's different is that there's no fucking what's it called? There's no filler in Attack on Titan. It's just straight episodes.
Yeah.
So I think that's why people appreciate the show a lot more too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Ooh, I got no. Ooh. I'm not to. Sorry, because I have anniversary shit to do.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell her.
I guess that's as good as time as any to
Yeah.
close out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, subscribe, like if you're watching on YouTube. Follow us on, I think, is it follow on Spotify? I don't remember. Something like that. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, I doubt you are because no one listens on Apple Podcasts. Okay. Shout out to you if you are. But yeah, yo.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Yo.
Okay.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
No.